Haircut.
I'm not trying to look at that. Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe it's shotguns. I'm gonna keep going on this stupid forge shit. I can almost taste it now.
You got the hard one out of the way now.
I got the last shader I needed.
Yep. So now all that's left is frames
and the Secret Triumph, yeah.
Okay.
Which I have a full set of armor on my Titan, but I don't have that like quest line on him.
Okay.
The Hunter, I have the thing that I need to do the quest line, but I'm a helmet short. So like it's kind of a toss-up right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. No, not for the things.
No, not the. Not the real Niobe Labs. You just have to do. It's part of the quest line, I think, the Secret Triumph. And Titan, if you don't know, Scourge weapons will count for Black Armory, but the armor does not. So, like, if you
I've heard that.
in Black armor stuff, yeah.
Oh, posing time. We look so cool.
I love the cutscene for that, the endurance.
Mm-hmm.
They should have one for every raid.
They really should.
Garden doesn't, right?
No.
That's what I thought.
I think most of us are hunters. We all got max mobility on.
Mobility, what's that? I'm on a Titan.
I put my mobility up to 142 just before this, and then I was looking at it as like anything over 100 does nothing for you. I'm like, all right, fine.
Prove yourself worthy, and I will grant you the means.
All right, got the stream pulled up with the audio turned off, so shouldn't be any echo.
I'll turn my TV
did Theory post it?
Excellent.
Yep. He didn't post it, but his stream's still running from our Grandmaster, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
It is.
Oh, there's somebody's... I hear the echo.
It might be me. 1 second.
I see bards, they keep popping in and out, but I'm not hearing them.
I think it's connection.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Good.
Guardian down.
Where is the area we have to defend for the...
It'll be in front of Gauntlet.
I don't know where the Gauntlet is.
Down to your left. Just go to that wall and then take a right. Yeah, if you go straight past all that.
Oh, here's a bunch of shit down here.
Not sure my directions I'm trying to give you are a little behind where you're actually moving.
We're doing 3 runs of this, right?
Correct.
There he is.
Who are we waiting on again?
Ace is copying,
Ah,
but hopefully it's done by the time you guys get there.
Why?
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
I think I'm more accustomed to this Izanami board than I'd like to be.
Season rank 301. Jeez.
That's a pretty high season rank.
Would you say it was 301?
Yeah. That's why I've been playing Spider-Man a little bit more recently. Just something to break up the monotony.
Yeah. My up to here.
Exactly, as we can talk about.
Oh, nope, it's not shooting at me.
Amuse me, traveler spawn.
Do we want to wait on the banner for 8th or just...
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I would.
Yeah, it's just the gauntlet. Shouldn't need a banner for that.
Famous last words. Big guy comes out, nobody has any heavy for him.
No. Devil.
Still got some echo. Oh, theories go and skating. was.
I just verified the sound's all the way down on my phone.
Yeah, my TV's muted, and I've got my headset plugged in.
Yeah, I've got all my audio in through my headset.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, light is fading.
What is causing that? Wait, target come back.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing to jump on in here. Everything is slippery.
Alright.
I'll be back in a few.
Bars is going skating too. Hey.
Oh no. Ooh. Thank you, Smokey.
Mm-hmm. 3 modulus reports, it's not enough.
Towards the end there, I was always finding myself low on those.
Mm-hmm.
Just picking up every single daily bounty from Ada.
Yeah. Gets old, doesn't it? Shit.
Yep.
I have 73 Black Armory schematics.
Time to start making some guns.
Yeah.
To dismantle.
I think the schematics are only good for
Those are used for, like,
purchasing
the
mods,
armor.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make armor with them because you get that, whatever it's called, the name's escaping me, but I know you can make mods with them too.
Yeah, I think I've gotten all the mods at this point, so...
Yeah.
Won't do me any good there.
I'm guessing all those mods are going to be sunset. I don't know if any of them are particularly worthwhile.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start placing bets on who we think's gonna win.
I think this is going to be some good races.
I think we need a clan bookie so we can.
Clan bookie.
I think I was saying that yesterday, that I wish we had some sort of like currency. That be awesome.
We might make some people rich and some people poor here in the clan.
Can we bet Warmind rank?
Bright dust.
Somebody goes from rank 1 to rank 20.
Good times, good times. Problem is, I feel like we'd have to manually track that, and that sounds like a pain in the ass.
I was trying to see if your sword would like Smoggy. Yeah, like see if it can like go through like one part of me and then the other.
Do it. I can kind of see on HellfishX or Theory. Nope, doesn't it? It blocks it all.
No, yeah, it does. Darn.
I like the feel of this.
What hand
Which
cannon
one?
is it?
One of the Dreaming City weapons.
Oh, yeah. Waking Vigil or something like that.
Nation of the
Waking
Beasts.
Vigil. Oh, Nation of
Oh,
Beasts.
Nation.
This must be the raid one then?
Yeah, that's the right one.
I got one with Rampage and Zen Moment.
Ooh. think mine's like Rampage Dragonfly. Or something like that. That emote's
Did we
Smoggy.
start it?
Or not
Excellent.
Smoggy Theory. No, I heard the horn, but...
Oh no, we did.
Oh. It's because the stream is a little bit behind here. I'm like, no, you guys are still dancing.
Ace has to do around the ears.
Around the ears?
I don't know if he's cutting his own hair or what's going on.
I mean, probably not. I'm imagining Ace sitting there with the controller in his hand and his mom behind him, like, trimming him his hair while he's raiding.
While he's raiding.
Yeah.
Sitting on a chair, his feet almost touching the ground.
She's like trimming some up, and then she's like, fuck it, and just puts the bowl on his head. Trims around the bowl. Blah.
Are you using Mida Mini and Mida Multi parts?
Ooh.
That's the meta loadout there.
Pro tips for gauntlet races.
That actually is pretty good.
I don't think I've ever looked up in here. It's just like the sun above us.
It's fun if you look up after the bathers encounter, after you complete it, there's fireworks.
Yep.
Is there?
I didn't notice that till doing it with you guys at some point.
I think Dogs does it as well.
Do they?
I think
Yeah.
I've seen it in dogs.
I haven't checked in here. It's cool. It's a neat little thing. It's like people, play this raid for years and didn't even notice.
I swear, if the new raid doesn't have pots lined up along the wall that I can shoot before every encounter, I might lose my mind.
0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, would not recommend.
Go to Steam to leave a review. It's just like, well, I don't actually play the Steam version. I'm on
Shit
PS4.
raid design. No one put any pots in that I could shoot. Very upset about it.
Imagine the next week's hot fix. Pots have been added to.
Pots have been added to the raid due to overwhelming community feedback.
There's a whole twab dedicated to it.
They add a bonus encounter where somehow the mechanics involve destroying pots and finding
Just
something.
shoot all the pots within like the 2-minute time period.
PK goes to read a twab about pots and it's like, this is false advertising.
Hashtag not
Podgate
my pot.
2020. And like everybody that's not in Destiny is like, are they talking about weed? Like, what's happening?
Guardian down.
So our neighbors across the street got a new car. I think it's a Subaru Outback or something like that. And they're very neat and tidy people. He washes the cars every week or two. And right now, the wife is, it looks like cleaning off or dusting like the bottom of the trunk door. No, not at all. They are more so. I'm just watching it happen because they're right outside our window, like straight across. I always laugh because they have like 3 or 4 cars. I don't know where they're all parked because they're never in the street. Sort of when they're doing work on one of them or cleaning them, and he'll clean one and then he'll move it out of the driveway and pull in the next one. One of these days, I'm gonna go out there and ask if I can pull mine in next.
I was about to say, maybe he runs a car detailing service. It's out of his house.
I don't know what he used to do. I know he's retired now, so he'll make jokes about thanks for paying for my social security and stuff like that occasionally.
Well, that sounds like a retired thing to do. Clean cars all the time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, their lawns are always impeccable. Meanwhile, I'm just like avoiding mowing the lawn because I'm inside playing Destiny.
That sounds much better, though.
I'm like, I don't know if I care.
I mean, the grass will grow, the grass will die, it'll light on fire, it's grass.
The light on fire.
I mean, when it gets dry enough, yeah.
I guess I haven't had that issue here.
Oh yeah, you guys are far enough north, I think.
It's about to be the end of mowing season, thankfully.
Yeah, it's pretty close to that now. Another couple mows maybe. Last 2 times I've mowed, I've only done it like every other week.
There's about a month and a half left of mowing season down here.
Sounds about right. Depends on how the fall starts.
Yeah.
I bought a battery operated weed whacker the other week because our old gas powered one eventually just quit working, and it was like over 20 years old, and it's like I'm not gonna repair this. And it actually does a pretty good job. I was kind of skeptical.
That's good. I think they've gotten better over the years. If you bought one in early 2000s.
Yeah.
I also like the look of the raid weapons from Last Wish. I think they look sharp.
Yeah.
What are they made out of? What's the lore behind that? Anybody know? I haven't gotten that far in my videos.
No idea.
I've got a Nation of Beasts on me. 1 second.
I like your little coffee area that you guys have set up there. Alright, Ace is coming.
Oh Lord, he's coming.
Well, that doesn't really tell me much at all, does it?
What?
I'm reading the lore for Nation of Beasts, and it's weird.
Let me pull mine up here. You're just talking on the weapon tab?
Yeah.
I can show you how we were in our prime. You only need to ask, O student mine. Is there another lore tab somewhere else, or is that it? Like on the web itself?
I think that's it. And, like, who is Liu Feng? Like, I feel like I've never heard that.
Blue Fang? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I want to say, is it a? I've heard the name. They were a guardian at some point.
Okay.
Because the weapon designs, they all look like the bluish purple stuff that's got the shiny lines. I'm not sure what that is specifically, but the white part looks like it might be Ahamkara bone or something.
I was just gonna say it looks like it could be made out of bone, but like an
Yeah.
Ahamkara bone makes sense.
Yeah, especially because I'm assuming all the lore for all the wish weapons all
Yeah.
state, oh, whatever mine, which is how they refer to people a lot.
Let me pull this one up for the Supremacy. Although the Supremacy looks much different, I think. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I don't have any kind of weird note. Like the Supremacy, it doesn't look like it's made out of bone like Nation of Beasts does.
No. I remember the Chattering Bone. I think like the auto rifle did too, from what I recall.
Oh yeah, Age-Old Bond.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Fucking shields. I want to know why the Scorn, like, are the only people that seem to have, like, ancient shields.
Yeah, like they just like looted a museum and just grabbed
Right.
a bunch of shields out of it.
Like the old Walmart of the day or something. Like there's still just this overstock in a warehouse that they stumbled onto.
Well, we got these shields from 3,000 years ago.
Give them to the small guys.
They'll be fine. They'll die with the Screebs anyways, too.
Right?
I don't think the Fanatic was the best planner. He is a Fanatic.
Yeah. I wasn't big on the Scorn at all as a enemy type.
I like him as an indie type. I think it would have been interesting if they did a raid with him.
Hello, Ace.
Hello.
Nice. So glad you could find us.
Got the PS4 up and running, it seems. Obviously.
At least for now.
Just don't wiggle the HDMI cord ever.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Don't breathe on it.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, shit.
Was that his whole problem? Was his HDMI cord on his PS4?
It's not the cord,
it's the port. Yeah.
Oh, it's the port. Okay.
Yeah. I asked him how much it was to fix it, because I was like, if it's cheap, I will PayPal him. Like, just get it fucking fixed.
I mean, you
And
can
I-
probably order the part for like $20 and just screw through it.
I googled it, and the couple services I saw, it was like 60 to 80
Alright,
bucks.
Destiny's loading right now.
It's not bad at all.
Oh,
Compared to the price of a new PS4.
well, I mean,
Yeah, for
it's
real.
half the price of a new PS4 nowadays, probably. When the 5 comes out, it'll probably drop to 200, right?
I think there'll still be demand because there's still like those people that like wait until the like console generation is over. So
We'll have to do once the 5 is readily in stores and in stock before it drops again. What do
Yeah.
PS4s go for now, even?
200 to 250 used for most like brick and mortar stores.
A buddy of mine is waiting on PS5 until they release the Pro version or whatever.
So another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I am not doing that.
I still have a base PS4 and I'm perfectly fine with
I'm
how
very
it plays
impatient.
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, my PS4 is a base PS4. I bought it specifically to play Destiny 1.
Yep. I got the white one for Destiny 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I thought it was so cool, and then they released the white stuff separate anyways, and I was like, well, now I don't feel as cool.
I'm not special anymore.
No,
All
those
those
pots are
things.
back.
Dirty.
You shall feel my wrath.
Get out of here, pots.
Yeah, my launch edition is almost 7 years old and still going strong.
Guardian down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, my
I played God of
biggest
War,
thing is-
everything, no problems.
The disk drive seems to think there's a disk in it occasionally. So it
Strange.
like whirs and is trying to do something. I'm not sure exactly what. So that was even more reason why I was inclined to try to get the digital, because if that's the only problem this one's having, in theory, hopefully that holds true for the next generation.
Well, and since it's using a solid state drive in the new PS5, there's pretty much no moving parts in the digital version,
Why the heck is my mom driving it?
other than the fan, I guess.
Yeah, I went ahead and bought the full version.
Yeah.
I think everyone here, I assume everyone here's got their PS5 secured? There were pre-orders here at GameStop on Friday. Each store.
I haven't even looked at buying one yet. It probably went for another year or so.
You got your fancy PC now.
Yeah.
I thought I just only mentioned it once. And not. Of course. Look, it will last at least a week. Or
If he doesn't mention it once every hour, it might disappear.
I mean, once the shine wears off.
Theory knows about it.
Yeah, see?
Well, it's a well-known phenomenon.
Yeah, you're not talking about what you own, it's going to spit.
It's a similar phenomenon to where when you look in the fridge every 30 minutes, there might be something new.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Why is there? Why does it take so long to load my Okay. It takes way too long to load my menu. It's so weird.
Soon we will
Like,
have
it's
no,
2 seconds
no load
to like,
times.
load the whole game, and then there's this.
Oh, Smoggy got a digital one too? I didn't realize Smoggy was biting at him.
Titan, were you able to get a digital edition through Sony or just the
Yeah,
regular?
yeah, I was.
Okay.
I got the digital one. I think the time frame that we were given, based off of an article I had read later, I think like we were in the first window that Sony opened up for the lottery.
Oh, it's weird playing with a controller. It is really weird.
You mean it's
I'm
normal?
also sitting almost to a monitor. Okay, this is okay.
This is going to be funny.
Yeah, what's your jump button again?
Are you
Did
playing
just
with
ask me
mouse
for
and
the jump
keyboard on
button,
PC,
guys?
Ace?
What's
Yeah,
your jump
obviously.
button again?
See,
I mean,
even
I
if
could
I
play
were to
it.
move to PC, I would have to use a controller still. I don't think I could get used to mouse and keyboard.
It took me a week to get used to it.
Guardian down.
Old guys play with controllers. That's what we do.
Oh god, it moves so slowly. Oh, and there's the
I'll be
bloody...
quiet while you guys run.
And there's what's it called? The field of view is like half of what it is on PC.
Field of view is frustrating, I will say.
Wait,
Oh my god, she like...
you have a larger field of view on PC than on...
Yeah, you can expand the field of view out pretty wide on PC. That's why when you watch like PC streamers, it looks like they're moving a lot faster.
You can also
Because
make
you
it
have a-
smaller if you want.
You have a wider side view, so you see stuff kind of zooming by.
I thought that part of that was because of their sensitivity and something with the frame rate, maybe.
No,
Exactly,
that's
same deal.
There's also
yeah, that's one of the big
Average
things
view.
I'm really excited about with PS5 because they haven't like outright said it, but I'm almost certain field of view options will be available on PS5. The only reason they're not on PS4 is hardware limitations.
Sure.
I think there's that, and I think they don't do it just for the benefit of the casuals, so to speak. Because if you get your field of view out of whack, depending on where you're sitting and stuff, you can easily give yourself motion sickness.
You can, but I mean that would be a concern on PC as well. I know, like, part of it requires higher processing speeds. So since the PS5 is able to handle like 60 FPS, which console PS4 Destiny has not historically been able to, that probably suggests that hardware capabilities would be enough to handle the wider field of view as well.
Yeah, I'm just speaking more to crowds. PC people like fiddling with
My
settings
Destiny
and
runs on
stuff.
60 FPS on
Console
PC.
crowds don't.
It doesn't go any higher than 60 FPS on PC for some reason.
That doesn't play in 60
Right.
FPS on. It should be able to on your
Yeah,
PC.
it should. Like, I don't have frame rate cap, I don't have PC income, but it just doesn't go any higher. Doesn't make it.
They have a built-in frame rate cap at 60 on PC.
Yeah, I turned that off. And I turned off VSync. Every other game is like double that, sometimes triple. But Destiny's just like, nah, 60, it's fine.
Like I said, they keep it that way because
Yeah.
there's actually things that are tied to frame rate. Like you should try it
Oh,
out
yeah.
on PC, Ace. Your Warlock float on Top Tree Dawnblade. You float longer on PC because of the higher frame rate.
Yeah, have you seen those people have you seen how you can like float up walls like entirely, like you know the arms they destroyed with the elevator, you can float that up, you can float up that entire thing with Warlock,
Yeah.
like one grenade. You can't do it on console.
Yep. That's the higher frame
Yeah.
rate.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get used to playing on a controller again. Absolutely peasants of it.
Okay, so what matters is the final run where everyone's in, right?
Yeah, so up to that point,
Yes.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I guess
So
let's
we're
pick
playing
roles
the team
for the other
until the
parts.
final run, yeah.
What was that, Ace?
We're playing as a team until the final race.
Correct, and then it's
Yeah,
free for
and
all.
then on the final race, don't dunk your orbs in the. Just get to the middle.
Okay, and then are we doing it 3 times?
I believe so, yeah.
Bards, did you want to run, or
There's
do you want to
clockwise
it's
play?
from
cut.
the receptacles, right?
Cup axes, and then sun, dog.
Dog and sun, yeah.
What am I doing? I don't mind anything. I probably should change my guns though.
Who are our runners?
It looks like each of the plates has someone, so I guess I'll be a runner, theory.
I can run as well, if need be. I can run cup on Misty side.
I can do dog's plate.
Cup on Misty's side. Okay, so
You're
I'll
running dogs then.
I'll run dog and sun, I guess.
Bards, do you want to run? Okay.
Oh.
Theory, you're by dogs. So which one doesn't have a plate? I guess here, axes. I'll take axes.
Oh, I thought they all had. There you go.
So it's axes and cup that are paired together, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm good.
Oh, yeah, I'll shoot lower.
You're on. Barsley's on dog, right? Oh, Barsley, you're running? Okay, I'll take dog then, I guess. I'll take top, you take bottom.
Get the show on the road. Good job, bud.
Oh my god, the sensitivity is so slow.
Guardian down.
Again.
Thank you.
It's on your plate.
Dog's top.
One sec, Misty. Cup middle.
Oh no, the same one. Middle. Shit.
Axe is bottom. Dog bottom.
Guardian down.
Just skip it, Vero, skip it. Stun bottom. Middle, sorry, middle. Stun middle. Oh, there's a stun.
Wait, so what happened in the beginning, Barsley? Why were you stuck?
You shot it too fast. If you shoot the thing too early, it will do 2 rotations.
Yeah, but he was like stuck
yeah.
and couldn't. He was stuck in like the orange room. Is it a wait till both people are in or something?
Yeah, if you shoot too early, it'll do the rotation twice.
I think it was because I died and Ace came to revive me. Since Ace is one of the runners, I think that may have been why Bards was stuck.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Dog, there it is.
Cup middle. Axe is top. Axe is top as well. Dog top. Sun bottom. Sorry, sun bottom. Thank you. Cut bottom. Axe is middle. Bottom.
Dog bottom.
Yep, dog bottom. That's fine, don't worry. Sun top. Sun top. Oh, not bloody water.
Guardian down.
Oh my god. God, I hate water so much. Cup top. Axis bottom. Dog bottom.
Dog bottom.
Bottom, yeah, bottom. Sun middle. It's closed.
Okay, I'll take second wall.
I can take first.
There's no
it's
calling
free for all.
orbs. Yeah. Get fast, get dirty, do what you gotta do.
Uh-oh.
This is every man for himself.
That would be... If I face the finish from first face, the actual like,
Oops, I dunked. I didn't mean to, I just got
Don't-
next to it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, I accidentally dunked as well. It's an auto
It dunks
dunk.
when you get close to it.
Is this...
There's 3 of us here.
Who got there first?
I think I got there
Theory was
first.
first. And
Theory
then
It was
got
close
first,
between
I
me and
passed.
Ace.
Got to the middle bit first, I passed with the first. I don't know where we're counting it at.
Yeah,
I'd say
I think he
it's a-
got to the like little orange line just before I did, and then I got to the middle just before he did.
I think we'd been doing
Yeah.
to the room. What did I don't know what they did yesterday.
Theory said don't this shit earlier, so I
Yeah.
stopped before getting to them because I was at auto dunks.
So Theory was first.
Depends
Ace
on where
was
we
second.
count.
Do I have that right? Ace was second?
Yeah, if we're counting to the room, then yeah, I believe that's how it was.
Okay. Bardsley, I know it was close between you and me for third. Okay. It might have almost been a tie between you and me, because you and I were like neck and neck. Ace, how do you want to, or not Ace, Titan, how do you want to do that? I would almost say it was a tie between me and Bardsley.
I'd say just throw both of you a point then.
Okay.
That's fine with me. And then Evian, for your runs, it was to the room that it was run every time, right?
I think we dunked it pretty much every time except the last run, or the second to last.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
Just because we didn't want to, like, complete the encounter and do everything over again.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they did it yesterday specifically. I'm fine with whichever you guys want to do. If it's just to the orange line or to the room.
Yeah.
I think it should be to the room since that's how the encounter works.
That is how the encounter works. Because you can run just into the room without dunking, right? Without the auto dunk.
You can, just don't get close to the center.
You run to the you run to the door,
Yeah.
and you're over the door, and you don't get to because you won't auto dunk, but you're still in the room.
Just do it to the door.
Ready for round 2?
Yeah, let's say on the door to the left, because you can split right as well. But if everyone goes to the same door, it's a little easier to identify who got there first.
Alright.
I'm dogs, right?
It's first place, first 1 3 points, second place 2 points, third place 1 point.
Correct. You wrote all that down, right, Hellfish? I wasn't writing.
I did, yes. I've got a sheet of paper in front of me.
Good man.
So who got first on that one again?
Theory. So
Ah.
it's Theory first, Ace second, me and Bardsley a tie for third, And then I
All
think
right.
Misty and Smog, you both died there, correct?
Alright, so everybody's goal is to push Theory off or against the wall.
Hey now.
Play
Okay,
dirty.
now I'm going back to being silent again.
Oh.
I encourage
Last
any
person.
and all shenanigan tomfoolery.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Should have rest before killing the Centurion. It could start any counter. Up top. It's fine, don't worry about it. Get next one. Axe is top. Dog top. How did I grab that? It's on the middle.
Hi, bud.
Cut bottom. 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 Cut bottom. Axe is bottom. Dog top. Sun bottom. Cup middle.
Dog
Cup
left.
middle. Axe is bottom. Dog top. Okay, don't worry about dog. I died because my jump just died. My jump just cancelled.
Bodes well for the gauntlet race.
It's the X button. I know it's been a while.
What are you doing?
I know what it is, but like I think I ran out of jump. So like the burst slide, it doesn't like the wall of jump just ends.
Yeah, I don't like burst glide at all.
I use burst as like it's the fastest one for movement right in the game. Like just by jumping, it's the fastest. I use it in PvP a lot. I don't really use it in PvE. And having like the audible click on a keyboard is like what I've been used to now. Hearing the space bar go off.
Top middle.
Oh my god.
Left
Fuck.
or right? Just to the door.
Alright, so I'm in third. I don't know who was first, Barkley or Ace.
It was me.
Ace was first, okay, then I'm third.
Ooh, switching up the points here.
I died because you guys kept stealing my orbs.
The game.
Almost made it to that third wall without dying. It's pretty
Why am
quick.
I alive?
Yeah, really quick. But man, yeah.
Wait, what about making it to the third door?
He made it to the third wall.
Without
Hit it and fell to
exploding.
the ground before
Yeah,
that.
I mean, last time that's how I did it. I missed the first two, and I grabbed an orb on the third wall.
I never knew you could make it to the third one without dying. I always thought it was two.
You can if you're
two
quick.
doors.
Yeah, if you're quick enough.
But you guys kept stealing them right in front of me, so I didn't get one on the third wall either.
So, here's the standings. Ace has 5 points in first place. Theory still, it's a two-way tie for second. Bards and Theory both have 3 points. And then, me in fourth place.
Points are close between second and first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How's the final going to pan out? Is it just the same thing?
Yeah. Might go wild and make it best of 5 or something. Haven't determined yet.
What's the prize wheel? Is it a title like the another like Catawampus one?
Cala Nigga? Cala something.
Yeah. It's a word you made up.
It's a real word. I looked it
A
up.
word in the Titan dictionary.
That's right.
Is it published yet? I'd like to read that one.
Oh, it'd be dangerous. My manifesto has not yet been released to the world.
I want to read that one.
Where's my big cube? There it is.
Cup, middle. Axe is middle. Dog's middle. Sun middle. I think that was an all middle one there for me. Cup bottom. Axe's middle. Dog top. Sun bottom. Cup middle. Axe's top. Dog's middle. Sun mid.
Crap.
It's fine, don't worry.
That was my bad.
Don't worry, I'm too fast. I'll pass through them. Oh.
What?
Oh. What?
It's because you. It's one. I thought one probably spawned because you missed my one.
Oh, one of the scions?
Shooty one, yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought they only spawned when the
When you're too slow hitting
the spherical guys were there for too long.
Yeah.
It proper locks on, doesn't it? Just like enemies.
Got the ads.
Cup middle. Axis bottom. Dog middle. Sun middle. Cup middle. Axis top. Yeah, top.
Oh shit. Whoop. Damn.
Dog top. Gotta get this one fast.
Up top.
Guardian down.
No, I'm dead.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
There we go. Middle, dog middle.
Bottom. Cut bottom. Axis middle. Dog top. Sun middle.
down.
Oh. The door killed me.
I'm coming.
Door just shot on me.
Give it a second, I got a bunch of ads over here with me.
Just don't pick up the orbs yet. The Hellfish areas though.
I never got a big dude.
Top.
Okay.
Cup's top.
Dog
Spawn
what?
like outside of the...
I didn't hear the dog call.
Axe's bottom.
It's on what?
Dog top.
Dog top.
Guardian down.
Oh. Sun top. Need this one. I'm dead anyway because Warlock Jumper is absolute shite.
Oh man.
Cup top. Axe's middle. Dog top. Sun top. Cup middle. Axe is top. Dog top. Sun bottom.
Hang on, my big dude's still up. There we go.
They won't spawn until all the legionaries are down. So that's fine. Cut middle. Axis bottom. Dog middle. Sun middle.
Alright, that was smoothing.
Guardian down. Guardian down. Guardian down.
Or how we calling that theory?
I don't know, we were right next to each other.
I saw him bump on your head and slide into the room first.
Yeah, I'm watching the video, it's catching up. Oh, yeah. I'd say Ace barely took that.
Barely. Like, I don't think there was any space between your two characters.
Yeah.
So Ace first, Theory second. Smoggy, were you third there? Because I think I was fourth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Smoggy was third and his orb blew up.
Okay. Alright, so
Storm's standing next to Theory on the door.
Okay.
the final is Ace with 8 points, Theory with 5, Bardsley with 3, me with 2, and Smoky with 1.
Can you just send me a snapshot of that paper or whatever?
Yep.
I messed my like third one up. Or I messed my like second one up, and it like really slowed me down. Quite like that.
I got in the head in the beginning and stole orbs in every wall.
I did that one run too.
I think that's mostly what Cannon is doing.
It's a solid strategy.
Heck yeah. Cool. I hope you guys had fun.
That was
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun to watch.
Well, very, very close there, Theory. Like, really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I think I probably pushed you in front of me.
Wait, Ace, you won, didn't you? That means you
Yeah.
need to keep your PlayStation working because you have to be in the final, young man.
When is
You
the
and-
final?
You in theory.
I'll start working that out here. I'm hoping to get something arranged for next weekend. That'll depend on
I'll be at my cousin's.
Ace.
Do
Cancel
your
on
cousins have a PS4?
They
Right?
do, but it's like a boys' night. We're not playing PS4.
I just need you for like an hour. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have Destiny. I'm not gonna go around his house, but can I install Destiny, please? So,
Yeah, they will mind.
yeah, they wouldn't, but that's just they wouldn't mind. Just rude impression.
Well, if
But yeah, let me come around your house, install Destiny, play with my mates, and then we can get on with it.
Ace's schedule becomes a problem, we might just have to replace him in the final.
That's just rude.
Uh,
No, you can do that. You can do that if you need to. You can take over his first.
We'll work it out. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Yes, was fun.
Alright, thanks guys.
It was very fun.
Yes. Fun
Be
to
back on
watch.
PlayStation for once.
Finals will be fun. Yep, and it is raid time.
Yeah, I should probably go run to the bathroom.
I want to try and get into a raid today. There's all full.
Yeah, there's a lot of raids going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. A lot of it's not actually scheduled, like, in the events tab. It's just coordination between people trying to do the harder triumph.
Get in.
Yeah, get triumphs finished.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright, so you guys are jumping over to the flawless run.
Yeah.
Later. It was fun,
Yeah,
especially being back on
it's got
PlayStation.
party up. Thank you guys, it was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.